Good morning, YouTube. Welcome back to the channel. If you haven't already liked and subscribed, please do that. All of these videos are not compensated in any way or endorsed or sponsored or anything like that. So the only way we get any satisfaction out of this is by seeing all the likes and so forth and so on. Anyways, today we have a really cool video for you. What we're doing is a comparison, an air down, air up with, number one, the Stauns, those little brass fittings that
I keep in my Jeep all the time.
we have them set to 15 pounds-ish, 15-ish pounds of pressure. And then we're going to try it with a 4-way 1/4-inch hose and a 3/8 inch 4-way hose. Why are we doing this? Well, we've seen a ton of videos. One of my friends had one of these setups, and I was like, that's so cool. I need to try that.
I'm fine with these.
Anyway, so we're going to be airing up with the Smitty built pump, but both Bianca and I have the same exact pump.
Yep.
So we're going to time and see what takes longer, or longest, what's practical.
Yes,
I got a
sir.
pretty good idea already, but stick around and we'll show you how this is going to work. The first thing we're going to do is we're going to air down. Bianca's going to air down with the Stauns.
Yep.
I'm going to air down with the 1/4-inch hose first. So let's get to it. Okay, so for those of you who don't know, the staun tire deflators are an ingenious little invention from Australia. Little brass fittings that are set to a preset tire pressure, and you simply walk around the vehicle putting one of these on each tire, and it will deflate the tire to that set pressure and then stop. B, why do you like them so much?
Glad you asked. I like them because by the time I get the last one on, the first one is about done. I don't have to think about it. I don't have to overstress it. I put them on, they go down to the pressure that I pre-set for them, and I'm good to go for off-roading.
Look at that. It took about
3.5 minutes?
3.5 minutes, 3.5 to 4 minutes, let's say. But the drawback is, where are they?
13 in the back, 16 and 17, so they're not set perfect.
So they're not set, so they're not all exactly the same pressure, but they're down somewhere between 13 to 17 pounds.
Yep.
And of course we could probably adjust those things a little closer. We need to, obviously. So we'll do that, and now we're gonna see how long it takes her to air up. And 8:17. All right, Bianca, it's 8:17 in the morning, and Bianca is starting to air up with her pump.
It's like trip and fall is what I almost said. Alright, so this would be part of the timing because we have to get it out.
Yep, so we're gonna do it exactly the same way on both things. Obviously with the 4-way, we just plug in one connection, but we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. So here she goes. Okay, so Bianca is doing her air up. I'm going to use this 1/4-inch 4-way now that my friend put together, and it's got a little valve right here so we can let everything out. Handy gauge here, and I'll go to the front of the vehicle, run one on each side, and start airing down. We're going to see how long this one takes. It is now 8:25 and 40 seconds. Here we go. 4 of mine should be airing down right now. I'm going to double check them in just a little bit and make sure everything's good, but it's worth noting that Bianca's tires leveled out at 16 pounds each. So that's where I'm going to stop, and we'll go from there. Come back and see how long it takes me to air down with the 1/4 inch hose. Okay, so I got all my tires down to, well, 3 of them were at 16 pounds, 1 of them was at 17 pounds. It was 8:31 and 47 seconds. Roughly 3 minutes, roughly 3.5, 4 minutes. 8:31, I'll go back and look at the video and figure out exactly, but realistically it took about the same time to air down as it did for Bianca. I don't see that we really saved any time at all. The benefit is the tires should equalize. They should all have the same pressure. And I can sit there and adjust it and play with it for a little bit. They'll all equalize. Bianca's did equalize before she went to go fill it up. So now, what I'm gonna do, to be fair, because you would go drive and go do your off-road thing, have a ball, then when you go to fill up, you have to hook this back up. So I'm going to roll it back up, and when I go to fill up, I'm going to do it just like I just got done driving, and we'll give that a shot. Okay, here, let me close this door. All right, go.
All 4 tires done. So the moment from picking up my compressor, hooking it up, and stopping the time was about 11 minutes. So it took me 11 minutes to air up all 4 tires from...
What time did you stop? 8:31 and
8:32.
8:32. So 11 minutes to fill all 4 tires with the compressor, you walking around doing your thing.
With zero help, because I always do that on my own, because Brian always does his Gladiators. So completely 100% by myself, 11 minutes.
Cool. All right, so air down wise, I didn't save any time at all with the 1/4 inch. None.
Okay.
It was no difference. The benefit would be that the tires should all be balanced right now. One is showing 17, the other is showing 16, but overall.
So we'll fill up, and then let's pro and con each system and go from there.
Yeah. Okay, so now we're gonna fill up mine with the 1/4 inch. Like I said, I got it all wrapped up just like before. The time is right now 8:37 and 40 seconds. Here we go. Okay, so for anybody who's interested at all, the pump that Bianca and I both are using is the Smitty-built heavy-duty 5.65 CFM air compressor. And that pump runs about $200. I bought mine at 4-Wheel Parts. Bianca ordered hers off Amazon. The reason we went with it is because it's portable and easy. We bought one in the first place for Bianca's vehicle. Again, we paid for both of these by ourselves. This isn't sponsored or anything else like that, but the pump is a really, really good pump. You can't go wrong with it. I've had really good luck with everything from Smitty-built. And the only thing I don't like about it, it has these very specific connections that only work with that pump. So I will be modifying mine to accept a standard quick connect in the future. So one thing you'll notice about me doing my 4-way setup is it takes me forever to get this stupid thing connected. That is one drawback to having all that extra hardware, is it does take time to set it up and take it down. A lot of time. So it took me 20 minutes to air up with this 1/4 inch 4-way. And then it took me an additional 4 minutes to wrap it up and all this. The pump is still connected to the car because it is so hot you can't touch it. Now, I gave Bianca a pair of gloves for hers, and hers was warm.
Mine was warm. I could touch it though.
Okay, you can't touch this pump. It's worked its butt off and it is burning up.
Mine took.
We're not even going to go to the 3/8. We're not even going to try that because I know that our problem on this unit is to fill it up. I had to use a valve stem that's going to a quick connect. The valve stem is so small that now it's pushing the air for all 4 of those tires through one valve stem. I'm not surprised it took longer. So I am going to modify my pump to use standard quick connects instead of the Chinesium ones that come with it, And I'm going to put on one of these quick connector things as well. It's just faster than screwing it on, I think. But there's no point in even trying the 3/8 because it's always going to take longer going through that little valve stem, which is ridiculous.
Well, my summary of it is, I wouldn't use this system because I don't want anything else in my Jeep. I'm already limited with space. I don't want to have anything else. I have the Smitty built. Everything's in there. My gloves, the tubing, everything fits inside of a tiny little bag that goes in my trunk, and it took me half the time it took you to air up.
And
Half the time.
the Smitty built and the Stauns together cost right around $300. Let's say $350. If you get the ARB installed one, it's over $500, and then you have to get it installed, which
Right.
is kind of cool. It's air on board, blah blah blah. But the Smitty built is just easy.
Yeah,
It
I have
really
no
is.
issues.
And I got the Smitty built as well. The exact same pump, but I can't even touch it right now because it's so hot.
And it took you twice the amount of time.
Now that's with this the 1/4 inch. I am going to do another follow-up video where I'm gonna try to make my Smitty built faster, and if I can, then we'll do the same to yours just to see if it is.
I like
But
mine.
the fact of the matter is, for air down, 3.5 minutes, Staun, these, same thing. If you save a minute, who cares? You don't want to carry all this extra weight. And the other thing is, this one a friend of mine built, he told me it cost him around $100 to build it. The 3/8 one that I built, I used all really nice connectors and it cost me over $200 to build that system. It's heavy, it takes up space. It's a pain in the butt, to be honest with you. I thought it was the coolest thing in the world when I was building it.
You should have seen him wrapping it up yesterday, getting mad, unwrapping it, rewrapping it, throwing it around, grunting. I was sitting in the chair relaxing because
Yeah.
I don't have this problem.
It's, to be honest with you, it's kind of stupid to carry this extra stuff. It looks cool, it ain't that cool.
Yeah, no,
I think the Stauns and just the Smitty built are
I don't want to
the way
modify mine at all. Mine works, especially after a long day of off-roading. 11 minutes, big deal. I have to walk around to each tire. I don't mind
That's
that
what
at
you're
all.
out here for.
Yeah, so I like my original setup with 0 mods.
Just the Stauns and just the
Just the
Smitty
Smitty
built.
built. I'm all for it.
Okay.
Nice try there.